Hey, happy White History Month. This is Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
I'm excited to call in because, you inspired me so much. I thought I was the only one on earth.
Amazing.
believe what I believe. And, for example, I moved from Miami to La Bella, a small country town with a lot of rednecks, and which I had hated at first. God was leading me to a church, and this church is all white. When I got in there, I said, hell no, I ain't going here. I want a church that's mixed, and I left, and I felt that conviction. When I went back there, these people welcomed me, and
yeah,
I couldn't get it because I felt guilty, like I'm betraying my race, but it felt right. And I said, white people can't be this cool. And when I started listening to your program, and when you mentioned about how you grew up on the plantation and all that you've been through, and I said, I felt even more convicted because I said to myself, my goodness, I'm so selfish. You're a person who went through all that, and you stood strong and didn't even focus on racism when it was even, and I agree with you, God, before you even mentioned this word racism is very deceiving. I rather good and evil.
Yeah.
And I tell you, when I start to have this kind of mindset, as like there's this eager in me, there's this drive now to want to just stand up for what is right.
Yes.
And
amazing.
I'm so great. Then by listening to you, you did a show with Larry Elder. I'm starting to introduce to all these different people who have the same mindset. I didn't know you guys was out there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not going to hold up your line, but I'm just saying I'm so grateful. Originally I'm from Jamaica, and I've never experienced racism. But it's like before I was a Christian, I would look for instances to blame white people for things.
Yes.
It's like I felt as though that's what I had to do. The funny thing is, the most hatred I ever experienced is growing up in Jamaica from my own kind, my own people.
Yes.
Because
amazing.
the darker you were, the more you're disliked.
Yeah.
And I've never heard the word I love you or I care about you or any of that. When I was sitting in Miami, when I came from Jamaica, I was sitting in 7th grade. And this is like my 3rd year in 7th grade. I could not read until I opened up the Bible. But sitting there, 2 white girls turned around and said to me, "You're so handsome." I held my head down. I could not lift it up because I've never heard those words before.
Amazing.
And every time I wanted to hate through my life, those 2 faces, I'm 42 now, and those faces still pop up if anything. I said, look, these girls here inspired you and encourage you.
Yep.
When you never got it before. I wanted to do a YouTube video about this same thing, but I was scared. I'm called a coon, which I'm called a coon every day anyway.
Yeah.
But I said, listening to your program, what you stand up for, I said, you know what? If this will inspire people, I'm going to do it.
Right on, man. That's right.
Thanks again, Jesse, for you and your team. My prayers always.
I appreciate that, Richard. That's an amazing testimony, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Stay with it.
Thank you.
You haven't seen anything yet, man. It gets better and better and better.
Amen.
Well, God bless you, man. Thank you, Richard.
Okay, thank you.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
What an amazing story. Come and go with me to my Father's house, to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house, to my Father's house. There'll be no crying there, there'll be no dying there. Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come on and go with me. Come on and go with me. You ever heard that?
What the?
I was trying to hit the what? But I missed the wrong one. No, I've never heard of.
Come and go with me to my Father's house.
No, is that a Negro spiritual?
Yeah, where you been? You're too white.
Under a rock.
I'm starting to think you're more than 30% white.
That's what happens when you grow up in a white church.
I'm telling you. Come on and go with me. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.